Hello, welcome back to Trucking Answers. And I want to talk about the protests that have been happening in Washington, D.C. about Operation Black and Blue and this electronic log mandate. And there were tens of thousands of drivers that converged on Washington, D.C. What? Oh, right. There were a couple of dozen drivers that showed up. I guess maybe 20 rigs parked in front of the Department of Transportation building. Yeah, a couple dozen people go down there. And I guess there's some people on the West Coast that are upset as well. So, according to the government, there are 3.5 million licensed CDL drivers in the United States. And apparently a couple dozen of them got together in Washington, D.C. because they're not right on this. They're not right. There are over 1 million trucks that are not going to be in compliance here in 2 months. That's incredible to me that 1 million people already are still not even compliant. And according to a survey that I was reading, 16% of drivers said they're going to leave the industry. Baloney, I call you on that. I want to see 16% of drivers walk out of the industry. That's not going to happen. What is the problem? What's the problem with electronic logs? The problem is you're not getting paid. Okay, I need electronic. I can't do it. I can't run electronic. I've been on them for 7.5 years. There's a ton of drivers that have written to me that say they use them without any problems. The problem is where you work doesn't pay you properly. Okay, but these almost 24 people that are in Washington, D.C. don't realize that. And I grant you, some of it's owner-operators where they have difficulty getting paid for their sitting time. But I'm sorry, that is the business that you're in. Okay, don't take loads that don't pay you anything. And for drivers, don't work at a company that doesn't pay you. Somebody wrote to me and said, I sit for 30 hours a week without being paid. Why? Why do you do that? There's a ton of jobs out there, where you get paid for all of your time and all of your miles. All of your time is paid, and you don't have to work 20 hours a day to make a living. So stop protesting this electronic log and go get an electronic log. And for you million million trucks that are not going to be in compliance, 60% of the companies are not going to be in compliance. That's ridiculous. What are you doing? It's coming. Get ready for it. You're getting on it any way you slice it. And if 16% of drivers do leave the industry, which is not going to happen if they did, that's great. The rates will just go up for everybody else because there'll be less trucks. So I'll just make even more money. So no problem with that. Get on the electronic log bandwagon where we are here on Trucking Answers. This is not 1975. Get with the program and go get one. And stop trying to work more, start trying to make more. Right? And we'll be back with more Trucking Answers.